Dating has never been this weird. Men and women have never been this polarized politically and culturally. Most are confused, cynical, and frustrated with each other.
I am so tired of feeling like it's never gonna be my turn to find love.
You need to ignore her, bro.
Giving rise to weird and radical movements like the Red Pill and the 4B movement.
We're not going to settle for low-value men that don't respect us anymore.
And today, with online dating becoming the new normal, a huge asymmetry is at play. Very attractive guys have limitless options, while the average guy can't even stand out. And what's really odd to me is that people are acting like none of this is happening. Look, this video is not about lamenting about modern dating or encouraging young men to opt out. No, this video is a realistic, practical, and personal take for men to understand what's happening today and take back control of this aspect of their lives. We all have this impression today that dating and romance were more pure and simpler in the past. Dating pools were local and options were limited. Couples used to get married as a starting point of adult life. Men and women had realistic expectations of each other and only compared themselves to people in their direct vicinity. Now, with the lack of gender equality, men had better education and better career opportunities overall. Women were looking mostly at a stable provider, so most men had the ability to attract a potential mate. They maybe lived in the modern era, but the hard wiring of the hunter-gatherer was still there. Most men went out to work and earn a living, while women took care of the home and the kids. But a few things will shift this mating landscape forever. The sexual revolution. With the acceptance of sex outside of the monogamous traditional relationships, primarily marriage, came the normalization of contraception and the pill. Being able to mate with someone without the risk of pregnancy definitely changed the nature of sexual and romantic relationships. In just a few decades, this rapid change completely transformed the nature of romantic relationships, resulting in the modern dating dynamics. We live in an era of limitless options. Never in history did we have access to so many potential mates, whether it's in big cities or online. In contrast to our parents or grandparents who married to start adult life, today we get married once we think we made it and have our lives figured out. And it's understandable. See, I grew up in Morocco, currently living in Paris, and I'm already planning where to move next year. I'm 29, and with this global mobility we enjoy today, I need to feel like I'm able to move to the other side of the world if an opportunity presents itself. This is the age where we take big swings at life and take risks. And being committed to someone can feel like it's holding me down. Most of our parents didn't have to deal with this. On top of mobility, a few other things caused this once stable dating landscape to really change. Birth control, which is a great invention, came with a side effect, which is a celebration of casual sex and hookup culture. And luckily, across the globe, as we're achieving greater gender equality, more women are pursuing higher education. They also have successful careers and can be as driven as men today. So for men, being able to provide or being educated is not enough. That's the baseline for most women. So naturally, women raise their expectations of men. We can see more and more assortative dating. While in the past, a lawyer could marry his secretary, today, men and women are sticking to their socio-economic group when looking for a potential mate. With all these hurdles, a lot of men can feel like they could never meet the expectations of most women today. So a lot of them feel extremely frustrated and consciously or unconsciously completely opt out of the dating pool. Yes, we have the incel movement, but what we don't see is unofficial incels who silently check out of the dating market, completely giving up on this aspect of their lives. They're not capable of approaching women, nor feel like they can stand out on online dating. Even if they have a great personality or charm, they can't really convey that through dating apps. So what's the point to even try? Well, do not give up just yet. So as captives of this modern dating scene, what can you do to stand out? I experienced different dating scenes throughout my life, whether it's here in Paris, Morocco, other cities in Europe, or New York City. And you can feel like every dating culture values a specific thing. You need to study your dating culture and know what's valued and what's not. Some city like New York values income, status, and lifestyle. Others like Paris can value art and culture. It all depends on what are your options and what you're looking for. From my experience and studying timeless and timely wisdom on the subject of romantic relationships, I want to share with you 4 action items that you can use to take back control of this specific aspect of life. 1. Learn frame control. You see, in every interactions with stakes involved, say in negotiation, dating, a sales call, 2 frames or views of the world collide. They never merge nor coexist. It's always the stronger frame that absorbs the weaker one. If you feel like you need a person, a romantic partner, an investor, an employer, more than they need you, by default you have the weaker frame. Optionality, having multiple options, automatically gives you a stronger frame, and having a strong frame translates itself to confidence in reality. If you actually believe that you offer a lot of value to a potential romantic partner, your demeanor, tone, and posture will communicate that, and it will signal to the potential mate that you're desirable. And you need to be relentless in controlling your frame. If someone rejects you and you have a weak frame, you may question your whole value as a human being. But if you have a strong frame, you might reframe the whole event by saying that they're missing out on a great person. The strongest frame in any negotiation or courtship is one of non-neediness. 2. Advertising your lifestyle. With online dating dominating today, there is no other choice but to have an online presence to stand out. A lot of guys feel uncomfortable posting and putting themselves out there online, and it drastically minimizes your chances of meeting anyone, professionally or personally. Your online presence today is basically your resume. Potential mates will scan your profile and evaluate your potential attractiveness based on your activities and lifestyle. Potential mates need to project themselves in that lifestyle. Be careful though, because it's all about subtlety. It should not come off as bragging or showing off.
Just bought this new Lamborghini here.
But showing that you're a worldly person, traveling, having a social life, working out, and showing the cool places you're going to, that is compelling. 3. Learn to be seductive. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. Nassim Taleb. The less attractive you are, man or woman, the more seductive you should be. Seduction is a meta skill. It's a combination of wit, active listening, charm, teasing, frame control that make you more desirable. And it's a skill that you can absolutely learn, not by reading about it, but by practice. Going outside and actually opening the conversation with people. Personally, I conditioned myself as an introvert to open the conversation with anyone, anywhere. And I met incredible people this way. People don't want to talk about it, but seduction is a highly transferable skill. It helped me tremendously when starting my career in corporate sales. And lastly, show your creativity. There is this primal attraction that women have towards specific hobbies, traits, and skills. Artists, rock stars, dancers, and even rappers. There is a reason that makes them more attractive than the accountant, the mathematician, or the software engineer.
You're that nerd.
Yeah.
Nerdiness was never selected for throughout evolution because it's too abstract. Art, on the other hand, well, we've been drawing on walls for thousands of years. It's a Lindy skill. It triggers a primal attraction. It's natural and evolutionarily fit. Anime obsession, cosplaying, or collecting coins, unnatural. Now, the goal is not to pick up a hobby just because it attracts women, but to understand what makes a hobby attractive, testing different ones that show creativity and emotional intelligence, and see if you have a natural inclination for it. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video.